Hi, everybody. I want to actually demonstrate the Wikipedia assignment. And so I'm going to try to do that right here. Wikipedia and revision kind of go together because Wikipedia is the most revised text on the planet. Wikipedia is an idealistic site. It's not like all the other sites that we're talking about in this class that are big corporations trying to make money. Wikipedia is a nonprofit that really wants to make the world better by sharing knowledge. And creating a giant free encyclopedia. And that's what it's been doing since 2004. But it turns out most of the contributors to Wikipedia have been white men. And I just want you to think about the power of Wikipedia. You know, Wikipedia, for all intents and purposes, has become history. Like, you may still run into college professors who say, oh, don't look at Wikipedia. But if you actually want to find out the history or the story of anything, 99 times out of 100, we just go Google it and look up Wikipedia. We come in and we're consumers of history. Wikipedia tells us the history and we have just consume it. But as soon as you realize you can just sign up and become an editor, now you can become a contributor and a shaper of history. And if something is missing, there's something that's not being said, something important, or something that is being said wrong, you can jump in and have your voices be heard and be part of the voices that shape history. So the way to do this is get your source set up already and be ready, get your language thought out and carefully write it. And so it's going to look neutral but make arguments. And so I see here what I want. When I read the biography of Donald Murray on Wikipedia, it talks a lot about him as a writer and it talks about his theory of writing. But I know that Murray was a huge proponent of revision, which is what we're all reading about. And I didn't see that included in his biography, which also meant that this biography is not arguing for the importance of revision in writing process. And I wanted to argue for the importance of revision. And the way I can do that is by noting that Murray argued for it. And so here, I'm going to grab up this, which has a couple of quotes from your reading, the top of your reading in it, buried into it, together with a few of my words. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go over to Donald Murray. Here is the article. Now I'm in the read part and I'm not logged in. So I'm going to log in. It knows who I am. Great news. I'm going to log in. And now here I am. I'm logged in as me. Once I'm logged in as me, I can edit Wikipedia using plain language. I don't have to use any code or special features. All I have to do is click on edit, and it puts me in the editor mode. And the part I wanted to add my piece to was here, where it talks about his style and approach to writing. And so many have called Murray's approach to writing as problem solving. This is the place where I'd like to put my piece. And look, I can go ahead and insert it right in there. Control, it's my insert. It came in as bold. I don't like that. So I'll go, let me see. How do I unbold it? There it is, unbolded. And now, do I want to make it a new paragraph? Let's say I do. And now I've added it, and there's 2 quotes from the article. So now I want to add my citation. So I go to the spot where I've added right here. And I'm going to say I want to insert maybe here. What's this? No, not that. Oh, I want to go to cite. I'm sorry. Cite. Add a citation. Now, do I want to reuse it? No, this is new. I'm not going to use automatic. I'm going to use manual. Is it a website? It's a book. It's a journal. All right. Submit the surname of the author. So the surname of the author is Murray. First name is Donald. Source date is 1981. Title of the article, logical revision, the URL or the online location. So I'll go back to my thing again. I have the link there. I'll copy the link, go back here, drop in the link, name the journal. The journal is called the Journal of Basic Writing. This is volume 3. issue 3, page 33. Content deliverer is, who is the content deliverer for this journal? Let me see. I hover over the link. It is the WAC Clearinghouse. All right. WAC Clearinghouse. That's it. I've filled out the whole thing. And now I'll hit insert. Let's see if it works. Oh, there it is. Now I have a footnote. There's my footnote. So now I've added my comment. And now the last thing I have to do, let me check and see, is it down there yet? Yep, here it is. Here's my footnote down here. And they've already figured out it's a PDF without me saying anything. Now I publish the changes. Now I have to describe what I did. What I did. Theory of writing. Is this a minor edit? It is not a minor edit. Publish. My edit was published. That's it. I'm up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So now we're up and that's it. And now I have edited this and here's my piece right in here. And I've made an argument here. If you just read this before and you saw everything about Murray, there's nothing in here that talks about how important revision is. But because of the reading we have this week, we know that he thought revision is really important. And so now that's included. And that's it. That's how easy it is to edit Wikipedia. The trick is not the mechanics of editing it, although there's a little bit of learning curve that we've now just gone through. The trick is learning how to write it in a way that has a neutral point of view on the surface, because Wikipedia wants to be a neutral encyclopedia. It wants to be, it doesn't want to take sides. However, we know that nothing is really neutral. We study rhetoric and we know that there's always arguments embedded in everything. And so there's always arguments just below the surface. However, if you argue on the surface, someone is going to come in and immediately take down your edit. All the different volunteers that work for Wikipedia, and there's hundreds of thousands of them, will find your changes and say, this is not neutral. This is somebody making an argument. If they see that it seems like an argument on the surface, they'll delete your edit and you get into an editing war where you're fighting to try to keep your piece up in the Wikipedia puzzle. Wikipedia sees itself as a secondary, as a compendium of secondary sources. And so it likes to see that there is a published article or website or book somewhere that says things that seems reputable, and that you can then say, here's this thing I want to add, and here's the source where I got it from. They call that notability. If so, it has to be notable in the sense that somebody has already published about it. And go ahead and add citation and make it a footnote. Don't try to put citations in the text, because those will eventually get knocked out. Yeah. Because the other editors won't like that. They're going to want to see them done as footnotes. So you might get your whole thing knocked out if they see that you edited that way. Because I want us to think about the way that the changes that we make, even if we just add a sentence or two to a page, is making subtle, implied, often below the surface arguments, even when we seem neutral on the surface. You see that this was a kind of revision, right? I found the article, I added, it's a collaborative revision. So Wikipedia is the world's largest collaboration. It's the world's largest revision. It's been revising in pretty every language on the planet since 2004.